Buju, Wago Shindagu, Migizi and Dodame, Minawa, Gaza Gasquaji Mekog, and Dunjaba. Today I'd like to share a brief review of Richard Wagamese's book and the movie based on his book, Indian Horse. This is really a remarkable piece of work. Trigger warning for those who may have experienced trauma or had family members who've experienced trauma, especially around sexual abuse. It is a tough topic, but out of Canada's Truth and Reconciliation Commission, it is one of the most widely reported traumas endured by Native children who went to residential boarding schools in Canada. And anecdotally, even though there's been no really good data collected in the United States, I'd have to say it is my impression that that has been the same experience for a lot of Native kids who've gone to residential schools here in the US. And the book really follows the story of Saul Indian Horse, who is a kid going to one of the residential boarding schools in Canada and is has an emerging hockey talent that is supported and nurtured by a school official. This school, like many of the residential boarding schools in Canada, was run through church auspices. In fact, the Canadian government, and the same thing happened in the United States, the government didn't have enough resources, staff, personnel, to run as many schools as would be required for all of the Native kids they were compelling to go to these schools. So they subcontracted a lot of the residential boarding school work to churches of various denominations. And so Saul Indian Horse, does well as a hockey player and emerges into the, pre-pro and pro circuit, and then has a complete meltdown. And it's revealed that he was actually sexually abused during his time at residential boarding school, and it just created an overwhelming burden for him to navigate the trauma, and he kind of self-destructed. And so it's a pretty heart-rending tale, but the book is especially well written and poignant, and I thought they did a pretty good job with the movie as well. It's been picked up and widely shared, especially in Canada, and I would recommend it, although trigger warning for those who have sensitivity to the topic. So that is Indian Horse, written by Richard Wagamese, and the movie, which is based upon that book. Miigwech. Miigwech for watching today. I'm Anton Treuer.